Washington. It's UW on top by 0.75 after the first rotation. We're going to spotlight a pair of local products delivering for their respective teams. For Washington, how about Geneva Thompson, a 9.85 on the table.
Just a fantastic Yurchenko full. Holds on for the stick. You can tell that vault is really, really easy for her. Like I said earlier, Coach Ray wants her to get consistent, get confident, and that is leading her there well.
A new personal best for the underclassmen. As for Oregon State, Mary Jacobson, equally good off bars, a 9.85.
Yeah, the seniors routine comes fast and furious. Tkachev right down to the low bar. Super clean, and this is the highlight. She does a double front dismount, legs together, teammates go wild. She sticks that one perfectly, a new season high for her as well.
It's an Oregon State team that made it to the postseason for the 44th consecutive year a season ago. Came in 5th at the Pac-12 Championships in Tucson. Finished the year at number 27 in the nation, drawing on a lot of experience. They returned 22 of 24 routines from last year. As mentioned, injuries a factor now, but they feel like when it matters the most, as they get closer to regionals, they should be fully healthy. And in fairness, Washington is banged up at this stage of the season as well.
That's right. They are missing the 3 solid routines from Michaela Nelson. You know, Brenna Brooks is out tonight too. There's Madeline McClellan on crutches. So, you know, 3 meets in, that's all right. Towards the postseason, they'll want to get those injuries away and get that routine experience for the lineup.
And chatting with Elise Ray Stats, there's a different mindset here in Seattle. Opened the year with a major challenge at number 8 Nebraska in Lincoln. Gym Dogs put up a 195.25, and Elise said that's just average. That's not good enough for us, and they were able to build on that with a 196.525 last week in Arizona. Rotation number 2, straight ahead.
On the floor to Anaheim, and everybody in the world got to see it. Over 100 million hits.
We love it here.
He knows how to play to a crowd.
This routine is only going to get better and better.
Well, no question, Kayla Nohashi broke the internet with that routine for the ages. What's better than a 10? The national attention, that routine. Now the quad meet in Anaheim generates, you can see the honor roll here in the Pac-12. Typically it's Utah and UCLA in front, although it's going to be very intriguing when we get to the Pac-12 championships to see if teams like Oregon State, UW can take that next step.
That's right. You know, those teams are chock full of Olympians, international elites, but it really is about what are your 6 routines on each event on that night. Interesting to see how those 2 teams can continue their dominance in the Pac-12.
Washington in the midst of their first home meet of the year. They will see UCLA here in Seattle coming up on February 10th. Getting ready for the beam. It can be treacherous, although this team has been at their very best when it's mattered the most. Mallory Rose will be competing in her only event, the senior from Orlando.
You know, in the 2017 season, the regional meet, beam was their last rotation, and Mallory Rose tore her ACL on her dismount, but held on for the stick. She's a beam specialist, and it is just dynamic to see her perform every week, and she will always be in that leadoff spot.
Former walk-on, trained at the Global Gymnastics Academy, run by an Olympian in her own right, Randy Johnson. And starts with panache.
Starts off showing off her flexibility. It looks easy. It is so difficult and underrated. And right away here, she is going to hopefully, well, she was going to try to connect a triple series. Coach Ray Stat says she has 3 different versions of this beam routine. So right now, she's going to do the flight series, front aerial, right to back handspring. So still has that connection. Obviously, the wobble on the aerial cartwheel will be a deduction, but maintains that series. beautiful leg up connection on that full turn. The little details are what make Mallory Rose stand out on the balance beam.
Personal best 9.9, and she matched that number last week against Arizona.
Dances right into the dismount and misses her foot on that takeoff. Luckily, she had the momentum to make that rotation. I have not seen a fall like that go that well. To be honest, it could have been so much worse. You'll see, didn't even get that left foot on at all. So glad to see that Mallory Rose was not injured on that kind of fluke accident there.
Thankfully, she is okay. But from the standpoint of competition, now no margin for error. The Gym Dogs moving forward. There is Mary Jacobson competing in her final routine tonight. She's been good. 9.85 on bars, 9.725 on vaults. Here on the floor, career best 9.9 a year ago against the Stanford Cardinal. A pair of 9.8s in her first two meets here in 2019.
Starts off strong with a double pipe. Comes right back, 1.5 layout, super clean tumbling. Leaps right into the judge there. Nice 180-degree split. Ask Coach Chaplin about their floor choreography, music selection. The gymnasts and Coach Chaplin collaborate on the selection. Wow, great Rudy, nice and clean for Jacobson. Lead off for the Beavers.
Jacobson setting the tone for Oregon State. Back in her home area of Seattle. Such a hard worker early in her career. Coaching staff had to focus on the fundamentals, taking one routine at a time. Their most experienced performer on the roster.
So you didn't see it on camera, but the teammates are dancing a jig while Jacobson is doing a jig of her own on the floor exercise. The crowd really enjoyed that moment.
After the unexpected fall by Rose, no latitude for the Gym Dogs moving forward, so the pressure is on. Monica Riley, the senior from Texas. 9.75 on the table, 9.7 flat on bars here on beam. 9.8's her personal best. Cal tried me a couple of years ago, merely a 9.625 last week against Arizona. Looking for redemption tonight.
And Monica has maybe been in 4 or 5 beam lineups in her entire career. She's typically just been an alternate or providing depth in Elise Ray's lineup. Really looking to see how she can respond to the pressure. And wow, perfect leaps, or accuracies to start. A bobble there on that full turn. Serious music shift from the floor exercise in your typical wow.
Somehow she hung tough.
So this is where you can see her nerves coming through. A beautiful but simple straddle quarter there, and she just doesn't absorb the beam well enough. That'll be about a 3/10 reduction. And then she comes back with that connection. Super difficult. So the gymnasts get to pick what they call their beam songs. Something that can calm their nerves. Very nice dismount. Manages to hold on, but a shaky routine for Monica Riley. So check this save. I mean, basically does a little jig, but comes back strong, clean 1.5 dismount, just the teeniest of steps. But the lack of experience on the beam from her shows there.
Creating the opening for Oregon State to capitalize. Jacobson, the strong start, completing her evening with the 9.8. For the second time tonight, we see Maddie Dagan, and she was effective on the table. 9.825.
She is super powerful on the leg events. Has some big tumbling that she can throw in. We'll look to upgrade those E-passes as the season progresses. Little extra step there on the double tuck.
Had some expected nerves for a freshman in her first routine. Just a 9.525 week one, but rebounded with a 9.825 last week against the Red Rocks.
Solid double pike. Coach Chaplin says she really emphasizes the performance part of the floor exercise routines. Wants the gymnasts to enjoy themselves, engage the crowd, engage their teammates like she did there. So we need to do a double salto pass here. One of the requirements is a tumbling pass with 2 flips. She does that. Front layout full, super clean, really well done. Just a fantastic routine from the freshman.
We'll see her again on beam. Hugs from her teammates has to be extraordinary to have the ability to compete with your older sister in collegiate gymnastics.
So beautiful double pike, their legs glued together. No deduction for those mats on the floor, but you can see her sister watching that last pass. Coach Chaplin said they really push each other. They're a fantastic support system. You know, Lacey dealing with some injuries after the transfer from Florida, and having Maddie there has really boosted her confidence.
Because Mallory Rose fell, Riley's score is going to count. And this really is a departure for Washington. Reminder, this is statistically the best event this year. Number 7 in the nation. And here is Maya Washington with 9.8 on bars on beam. 9.85 a year ago against Southern Utah. Season high, 9.825 week one against Nebraska.
Yeah, and I love her beam song. She's not looking to settle down. She's amping herself up. California girl, what better song than California Love? Really difficult week series here. Sideways, switch side to a straddle jump. She makes it look easy, but you will not see another competitor in college gymnastics do a full sideways leap series like that. That beam is an event where, you know, Huskies went 49-4 last week. It is their best. They also lost, graduated. Ooh! Managed to save that stick. That, unfortunately, will be a deduction, but a solid routine from Maya Washington. So they lost a few seniors, but Maya Washington stepping into that role. You can see she bends quite a bit at the hips and legs pretty wide on that stick, but that is a new dismount for her. That aerial shoe tuck full, new for her this season.
A pair of 9.8s for Oregon State to start their floor exercises. Second routine tonight for McKenna Singley went 9.875 on vault.
She was a little bit confused there at the start. The announcer didn't have the correct lineup, but this is indeed McKenna Singley. Yeah, internal PA announcer, I should say. Very nice high double tuck, but takes 2 steps out.
Well, she can draw what she did here in Seattle a year ago. You'll recall you were on hand. Went 9.925 against Washington last year.
That is right. She has a combination of both beautiful dance and incredible tumbling. Really dramatic, beautiful routine. Wow, beautiful stick on that double pike. She's won 2 titles on the floor in her career, 4 all-around titles.
Hoping to break 9.8 for the second consecutive week after putting up the 9.875 a week ago against Utah.
And should do that with that Rudy finish. Fantastic job by McKenna Singley. Really like her launching that arrow as she goes into this second tumbling class. Beautiful double pike lays together and perfect stick. One great component of every OSU floor routine is the OSU right at the end. Teammates love that, so does the crowd.
Oregon State well aware of the issues that UW has had on beam, although Washington gets them back on track with the 9.775. Here is Brenna Brooks for the second time this evening.
This will be a mental test for Brenna. Had that slight error over on the uneven bars, had a scratch on vault, but she placed 9th at Junior Nationals on this event. She is great here, and right off the bat, beautiful flight series. Hopefully that builds her confidence.
And she was tremendous last week against Arizona 9.85, the 2017 Texas State beam champion.
Slight bobble on the front aerial there. But moving nice and crisp. Brenna graduated a year early. She just turned 18 last Saturday in that meet against Arizona. So super bright future for Brooks here at Washington.
Yeah, reflect on that from your couch. What were you doing when you were 18 years old? Brenna Brooks, done in the Pac-12.
Fantastic for the freshman in that pressure-filled situation to put up a routine like that. Great, great job by the freshman.
Outstanding to see her rebound from the 9.6 with a miscue on bars.
Check the footwork here on this leap series. Right into the dismount. Well done by that freshman.
Well, that should be her final routine of the evening, barring a change. And everything is subject to revision in our sport. Good scores for Oregon State. Trend continues. Singley, 9.775. And here is the athlete that we highlighted when we joined you at the outset of the broadcast. Savannah Force, her only routine tonight, the sophomore from Reno in high school. Nevada State floor champion. Last year, a 9.9 in her first routine at home against Stanford at Gill Coliseum. Even better last week, 9.925 against Utah.
Gorgeous opening pass there. Easy double pike. She has the potential to add more difficulty there as well. But Coach Chaplin wants to just keep building her confidence. Was a little bit inconsistent on this event as a freshman, but not so far this season. Over 9.8 in her first meet, and then obviously that 9.925 last week.
Well, you're doing something right if you can put up a 9.925 against Utah. It's a rarity when a Utah competitor doesn't win the floor.
Exactly. Such a fantastic job, and just a sophomore. Finish with a double back here. Great height, just a little bit short, just a half-tenth deduction or so. Beautiful set by Savannah Force.
And somebody's got to say it, a force to be reckoned with.
There we go.
On the floor, yes, I am a sportscaster.
And that last pass double tuck, slightly under-rotated, but a really exceptional four set so far by the Beavers, while the Huskies are a little bit shaky on the beat.
But Brooks equal to the challenge with the 9-8. And here is a skilled competitor, and Madison Kopiak, who has been sharp tonight. 9.75 on the table. Superior on bars, a 9.85 was the tally.
She hit a career high last week at Arizona on this event. Super consistent and calming presence. This is the same routine that she did last season, where she really broke up into the lineup. Hit all 14 routines last year.
Among them, a 9.9 that she delivered against Oregon State. And as you mentioned, she hit that number again last week against Arizona.
Perfect flight series there. Difficult switch half. A slight adjustment in the middle, but recovered nicely. Slight arm check on the side aerial. Just adjustment left for her. She has really been honing in on the sticks of this 1.5 twist dismount. Let's see if she can wrap it up strongly here. And she does. Sort of a college stick, we'll call it, where she turns to the judges to cover up that step. But a great job by Madison Kopiak on the
The Canadian seals her competitive evening with star points.
Let's see. She steps back there to hold on to this stick. Depends on how the judges are feeling tonight. They will do that stuff.
Here in Seattle this year, no pressure, no diamonds. Embrace the opportunity. And Washington now with some mathematical issues to overcome, because you can see the litany of quality scores being produced by Oregon State on floor. Isis Lowry tries to maintain it. Word to your mother, ice, ice, baby, 9.75 for the Aussie on bars.
Huge punch front double to start. That is an E pass. Comes right back. 1.5 front pike there. We'll see if the judges give that the credit. That should have been a layout. She needed that for a bonus connection.
Lowry went 9.925 a year ago against the Sun Devils. A pair of 9.85s here in 2019.
That ranked 46th on the floor. Clearly entertaining competitor. Has the strong tumbling to match. Beautiful Rudy. So prominent. Those punch skills. Well done. And puts on the crown to finish.
Well, that's a fitting conclusion to a regal performance for the junior from Melbourne, Australia.
That's right. She says she's annoyed sometimes when people ask what her name means. She's named after the Egyptian goddess Isis, and that routine lived up to that stature.
Well, Melbourne synonymous with the Australian Open in tennis, but that glittering city also has produced a outstanding gymnast in Isis Lowry. Kopiak comes through with the best score yet, a 9.825. Roberson anchors coming off her outstanding routine. On bars, she matched her personal best with a 9.9, with 9.75 to start tonight on the table.
She is coming off a career best 9.95 score last week in Arizona. It was the highest score on beam for any Husky since 2004.
Fifth highest score in the history of the program in this discipline.
That switch split jump there, a new addition to her routine, extremely difficult. We'll also do a dynamic flight series here from a stand, 2 layout step outs in a row, extremely difficult. Makes it look easy. Like we said from the top, has such tremendous power, but her ability to harness it on this event is so impressive. I love the height that you'll see her get on this dismount, a cartwheel gainer full. Makes it look so easy. Beautifully done, and a fantastic finish for Ebony Roberson.
Comprehensive approach from start to finish, revealing the form that last year earned her all Pac-12 second team honors on beam.
And that was exactly what the Huskies needed. Those 2 layout step outs. That is just so difficult. And then to hone in on that big gainer full dismount, really impressive with the pressure she was under in that anchor spot.
After Mallory Rose fell and Monica Riley had the bobble, there was no wiggle room for Washington, and they delivered when they needed to. The anchor on floor for Oregon State is Caitlin Yanish. 9.725 on bars, 9.8 flat on vault. Here on floor, she's been spectacular. Second team All-America, won 6 floor titles a year ago. Her best 9.95 last year against Stanford.
Wow, the lift on that double layout, she made it look so easy. You'll see some gymnasts under-rotate that, not Yanish tonight. Easy second pass. Easy double tuck. I love how open position there. Just has so much power. What a fantastic routine from
Here
Caitlin
come her
Yanish.
teammates savoring the moment. Caitlin put up a 9.85 last week against Utah. That should be in the same vicinity.
And you can tell why they are the 7th ranked team on the floor this season. I mean, huge tumbling start to finish, fantastic presentation. That was a phenomenal floor set from Oregon State that should really get this meet even closer than it already was.
One would think propelling Oregon State into the lead after Washington had the uncharacteristic miscue on beam. And now it's about the arithmetic. It's in the hands of the judges who are doing some math. And the drama mounts heading into the final rotation. A year ago, Washington put up a 197 to edge Oregon State. Goes out with a 196.5. Isis Lowry has her team moving in the right direction.